You know, I was gonna make some pancakes, but then something stopped me from making pancakes. The power went out.
But you know what?
But don't nothing stop me from making pancakes. I was already ready. Because when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Gonna stop me from, how they gonna stop a gangster from making pancakes? You understand what I'm saying? Got a trick for you. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Look, you got dust on it. When I had that thing down there, they say plan for an emergency. Out of plan for emergency. And surprisingly, that thing been sitting down there for, I think I charged this thing like 6 months ago on a camping trip. But we gonna make pancakes. What you talking about? That's that EcoFlow DELTAMAX. I think this is the 2,000 to 5,000 watt. Man, let's make pancakes with a generator and a power outage. All right, boom. We got the EcoFlow hooked up. We got our griddle hooked up right here. Bam, I got it kind of hooked up funky because I wanted to see how much power usage it actually used while we were cooking our pancakes on the griddle. So anybody thinking about getting one of these, they can check it out. So I'm gonna make some batter real quick and then we'll jump back over and put them on here. Let's get it. I got that batter going. See, the devil thought he was gonna get me. We ain't gonna let him get me. You know what I'm saying? We blessed by the best and ain't gonna worry about the rest. Yeah, y'all see that batter. This ain't your mama's pan. This ain't your mama's. This ain't your mama's. Ooh, whippy, whippy, whip it. Whipping pancakes in the power outage. Whipping pancake. Gotta make fun out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? They taking my power. I pay for my power. Let's get this over here to the griddle and get this thing fired up. You know, we gotta get it buttered up. Then we get it fired up. Let's see if we can get it turned on. It ain't turning on. Oh, we gotta hit the button. Let's go hit the button. Hold on, give me a sec. So we'll swing it around back. So whichever section, so this is where you charge it up or whatever. That's that. And then those are your connections for your solar and all that good stuff. But whatever section you want to use, like I want to use this section right now, I'll come over here. I'm sorry, I'm doing this like weird, but I press this button. And once I press that button, we notice that this thing comes on, right? But anything that produces heat or air conditioning, I'm letting you know, uses a lot of power and you kind of want to use it quick if you plan on, you know, using these for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong. This thing is still going to last a while. Let's see, before and after we make pancakes, we're going to make about 4 pancakes. We're at 89%. Let's see where that goes and let's see how long that takes. Let's get it. Put some more butter. We like the butter. Always use the salted butter. Yeah, salted butter, salted butter, salted butter, salted butter. Oh yeah. See, I like to use that ladle. Get the perfect size every time. You know, it's about consistency. Bring that right on over. Let's drop it on there. And try to get 2 going at a time. Yeah. Let's try to get 4 big ones going at a time. You know, that's a lot of pancakes, but you know, if it was a real power outage, you probably have you, your kids, somebody else. Let's get that going on there. Yeah. So, see, when you use the ladle, they come out right about the same size, right? Boom. You hear those fans kick on? Oh, yeah, that thing's dusty. We should probably clean that off. Let's get that just a little bit. You're blowing dust on my pancakes. Now we about to eat the dust out of the pancakes. I'm eating these dusty cakes. I'm eating the dusty cakes. Eating the dusty cakes. Okay, where we at? Oh, so we done dropped about 3% already. So that thing is chewing it. 4%. So let's see. Hopefully we can get these done and still have 75% done. Now, mind you, that this is one of the largest tasks that you'll do with one of these type generators, right? It's gonna be anything with like a large motor. Now this is probably like 120 volts at like maybe 8, 9, 10, I don't know how many amps. We'll check in a minute. But it is a heavy load. So we wanna remember, while we're using things like cooktops, while we're using things like AC motors or heaters in the winter, that is very, very strenuous on these things. It's gonna drain a lot of power, right? But things like our laptops, our Wi-Fi routers, different things like that, light bulbs, TVs, they'll last 100 times longer. Not really 100, but maybe 10 times longer than what you would be just cooking on that. So let's grab a spatula here and we'll be right back. Wah! 84. We've now used 6% on these 2 cakes. Let's get a plate. Let's land. He's going to sleep. Digital display. Oh, no! We've now used 8% in the pursuit of 4 pancakes in a power outage. We have no lights. Flip the cake. Okay, that cake looks pretty good. That's a good jack. Ah! Okay. You guys think that the griddle's hot enough to just cook the bottom? I think the griddle's hot enough to just cook the bottom. Okay, let's turn this off. I think it's hot enough to just cook the bottom. Okay, let's go over here. Let's turn the button off. Just unplug it. Turn it off. Is that button still lit? Turn that button off. That button's off. Okay. Whew! Let's check our pancakes and make sure they're done. Okay, our pancakes look pretty done. Check the backside. Oh yeah, those are done. Oh yeah, those are done. Let's put those up there. Bow. There you have it. 4 pancakes. And there we have it, guys. It took us 10% with our EcoFlow that hasn't been charged in over a year to make pancakes while charging our iPhone. That's 4 pancakes on the EcoFlow that hasn't been charged. It started at about 90% and we finished with 80. Let's plug our phone back up and see if it drops. So, like I was saying, if you see that wattage output, it's 5 watts, maybe 3. When we were cooking, we had over 1,000 watts coming out of this thing. And 1,000 watts is a lot. 1,000 watts is like your TV, maybe your Wi-Fi router, your phone, a light, a few other things on in your house while this thing is running. So we need to remember that 1,000 watt output is massive. It's not normal, right? So it's for like cooking things like your dinner, things like that will be done in quick, short spurts. So that 10% was in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. We cooked our pancakes. We got that thing done. To be fair, we might have used the real 15% to 20% cooking pancakes for a whole family. Because if we got these done in 10%, our griddle was already hot. We maybe got 12 of these done with, 15%, 20%, let's say 12 to 15 pancakes, and that'll be enough to feed a family of maybe 4, 5, 6 if you stretch it, and if you add things like the eggs and the bacon, 25%, and then you have the rest of your whole day to use the EcoFlow, and then you can recharge this, with a solar panel or a gas generator throughout the day as long as it's inverted with that pure sine wave. So, man, I'm going to enjoy these pancakes before they get cold. I think you should get EcoFlow. Get them. They go on sale all the time. Get this backup power. Very important. That's the boy I got right there. Make sure y'all get one of these at home, man. I don't know about all the special features and stuff. When I get to learning about those, I'll post it. Peace.